Let me go across now to our guests who are joining us. Sanjay Dwivedi, leader of the Shiv Sena. Rajat Sethi will be joining us in a bit. He's a political analyst. And Dr. Raju Wagmare, spokesperson and General Secretary, Maharashtra Congress. संजय द्विवेदी जी, पहले आपके पास आना चाहूंगी. शिवसेना अब किसकी है?
देखिए, ये तो क्वेश्चन पूछना इसलिए अधिकृत नहीं है कि शिवसेना तो उद्धव ठाकरे की है, बाला साहब ठाकरे की है. चुनाव आयोग निर्णय लेता है कि संगठन किसका है. आप विधायक जाने से आप उठा के देख लीजिए, पूरे हिंदुस्तान की हिस्ट्री देख लीजिए, किसी विधायक के जाने से संगठन नहीं टूटता है. संगठन का अपना चुनाव आयोग में अपना एक संविधान बना होता है, उस संविधान से अनुसार संगठन चलता है. बस स्पष्ट हम बताते हैं. और जो सरकार बनने जा रही है, ये सरकार असंवैधानिक है. ये सरकार जो महामहिम राज्यपाल शपथ दिलाएंगे, ये असंवैधानिक सरकार है. आपको याद होगा,
ये बात सुनने में सही लग रही है कि कार्डर जिसके साथ है, पार्टी उसके साथ है, लेकिन अभी एकनाथ शिंदे जी चीफ मिनिस्टर बन जाएंगे. पार्टी का सिंबल किसके पास होगा?
अरे सिंबल हमारे पास रहेगा. कैसी आप बात कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि ऐसे चुनाव, जब तक चुनाव निर्णय नहीं लेगा, सिंबल हमारे पास रहेगा. सिंबल के लिए तो चुनाव जाना पड़ता है ना. चुनाव निर्णय लेता है. बस समाजवादी पार्टी में हुआ था, शिवपाल यादव जी थे, अखिलेश यादव जी थे. अखिलेश यादव जी को सिंबल मिला, शिवपाल जी को नहीं, उन्होंने नई पार्टी बना दी. मैं दूसरी बात पे आ रहा हूँ. चंद्रशेखर जी का याद होगा, प्रधानमंत्री बने थे, उन्होंने मेजॉरिटी पहले तोड़ी थी, एक दल बनाया था. तब माननीय राजीव गांधी जो पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री थे, उन्होंने बाहर समर्थन दिया था. आज इन्होंने स्पीकर सामने न जाकर अपनी नई पार्टी भी नहीं बनाई और महामहिम राज्यपाल शपथ दिलवा दे रहे हैं. क्या मतलब इसका है? क्या मतलब इसका है?
आप बताइए क्या मतलब है? अभी दो फैक्शंस दिख रहे हैं हमें. आप कह रहे हैं कि पार्टी उद्धव ठाकरे की रहेगी, बट डज इट वर्क दैट वे? रजत सेठी, आई वांट टू ब्रिंग यू इन. व्हाट इज द political analysis over this? Whose Shiv Sena is it now, and how does it work from here on?
Well, I think the decision, documentation, support letters, all of that will have to be presented before the ECI. And one of the reasons why Eknath Shinde was actually, will be sworn in as the chief minister, one of the reasons is so that he can seize control of the entire party. That's what I think would have been the strategy behind him being projected as the face. Now, no matter what the Shiv Sena colleague here is trying to project, this is like crying over spilled milk. He and his leader did not gauge what is happening on the ground. How is people, electorate, and their elected leaders reacting on the ground, the kind of pressures they were in. All of this has cumulatively led to this current situation. And I personally feel that no matter what you do, the current control of the party is very, very firmly with Eknath Shinde. There are several members of parliament who are with him. There are right from corporator level all the way up. He seems to be in the driving seat. So I don't go and buy in the argument.
I'll come back to you on a question of what the Shiv Sena is all about. It's a party that works a lot on emotions. Will that be intact with Uddhav Thackeray despite this defeat? That's the big question, because what is being said by Shiv Sena leader who's joining us, Sanjay Dwivedi, at the moment is that the cadre remains with Uddhav Thackeray. The MLAs may have gone the other side. Dr. Raju Wagmare, I want to come to you now. Was this totally unexpected? Has it hit the MVA out of the blue? Not just the fact, of course, that there was a rebellion on for a week, but that the person who led this rebellion, Eknath Shinde, would be made the chief minister, and Devendra Fadnavis would not want to be the CM.
Actually speaking, the Eknath Shinde became a chief minister. It is a move by BJP because BJP does not want to face the defeat when it will come to go for the defeat, because technically Eknath Shinde does not merge with BJP either or either any political party. When you defected, though you have 2/3 majority, by law you have to merge with some political party. That is number one. Number two, the election commission will decide who are the original owner of the party, you can say, or who is the leader of the party. So that will said by the election commission. At present, the MLA, it is a one part of the political party. MLA does not decide that who owns the party. That is number two. Number three, the Shiv Sena In any other political party, it may be different. But in Shiv Sena, the leader count to be 20% and the party count to be 80% on the ground. The Shiv Sena voters, they give votes on a Shiv Sena symbol and the Shiv Sena chief who order them to vote or who select the candidate. So Shiv Sena, as far as you rightly said, that it is a total emotional party, it's rise with the emotions. So their emotions is connected to the Shiv Sena 4 words.
But sir, let's look at the technicalities, Dr. Raju. Will the Election Commission even come into play here? Can the Speaker not take a decision on the floor of the Assembly as to where these MLAs are aligned with now and whether that is the real Shiv Sena on the floor of the Assembly is what I'm talking?
To look into this, the Speaker that the BJP who will appoint the Speaker, they will push or they will drag this whole scenario. But on 11th July, there is a Supreme Court decision has been pending on 16 MLA has to be disqualified. Now that has been forwarded, that petition by the Shiv Sena leader, that is a group leader, Mr. Ajay Chaudhary and the Pratot, Mr. Sunil Prabhu. So that came on behalf of Shiv Sena, who has owned the party, that is Uddhav Thackeray. So now on that 11th of July, if that decision comes and those MLA get disqualified, that means the party has remained with the Uddhav Thackeray. And if that is the case, then whatever the whip they are going to produce in a assembly, that whip has to be followed by the MLAs. If not, they are going to get disqualified.
But sir, I think when there are two-thirds MLAs, they don't need to follow that whip. They will not be disqualified even if they go against the whip. I think that is the precedence that we have seen in the past. But I'll come back to you, sir.
One second.
Let me go across to Sanjay.
These two-third people, they have to merge with any political party. Then only they get standing. Otherwise, there is no standing for them.
Absolutely wrong.
Rajat Sethi, I will come to you. Before that, let me go across to Sanjay Dwivedi. Sanjay ji, आपको लगता है अभी भी कोई लीगल ऑप्शन बचा है शिवसेना के पास, मतलब उद्धव ठाकरे के कैंप के पास?
किस टाइप का, मतलब किस टाइप का लीगल एक्शन
जी?
हाँ, लीगल एक्शन तो बचा। अगर इनके पास, इन्होंने 40 बता रहे हैं कि विधायक हमारे पास है, अगर 40 में अगर 5 विधायक कम हो गए, मतलब 35 हो गए, तो इनके ऊपर दल बदल कानून लागू हो जाएगा और इनकी संस्था चली जाएगी 100%। ये दल बदल कानून में साथ दिया हुआ है, क्योंकि उससे पहले पार्टियां टूट रही थी, तब जो पूर्व सरकारें थी। अब तो मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी से कह रहा हूं कि दल बदल कानून को समाप्त कर दें आप, लेकिन पूर्व सरकारों ने देखा कि जिससे हमारा जो दिक्कतें आती हैं, दोबारा चुनाव होगा। 5
विधायक आएंगे कहां से? अभी तक तो कोई ऐसा विधायक नहीं है जिसने बोला हो कि वो उद्धव ठाकरे के कैंप में वापस आ रहे हैं।
भाई आप तो समय बताएगा ना, है कि नहीं है। अभी हम थोड़ा ना कहते, जब तक ये स्पीकर सामने जाएंगे, वहां 2/3 मेजॉरिटी अपनी सिद्ध करेंगे, तब इनकी पार्टी की अलग मान्यता मिलेगी, तब इनको मुख्यमंत्री का पद देना चाहिए था। लेकिन चूंकि महामहिम राज्यपाल तो सुबह 4 बजे शपथ करा देते हैं, 4 बजे सुबह, तो उनकी क्या गारंटी?
Okay, Rajat Sethi, the Shiv Sena, the Uddhav camp still believes that they still have some political maneuvering to do, and much will depend on the decision of the court.
Well, as the old saying goes, if wishes were horses, right? They can continue to wish that whatever they feel. Their strategy making, their understanding of constitution, their understanding of established precedents of law is completely misplaced. You know, one spokesperson was talking what he was talking was factually incorrect. He doesn't perhaps know how the Indian Constitution works, how the 10th schedule works. Innumerable number of examples exist in the past where Supreme Court has sat and the speakers have sat and have clearly laid out the procedures for anti-defection law and for implementing that. You do not have to merge into another party. You can be a standalone outfit as well. You can also claim to be the original Shiv Sena. That claim will be challenged before the courts.